What is the most heartwarming scene you have ever witnessed in a public place? In flight between San Francisco and Fort Wayne, it was clear that the kid across the aisle from me was flying alone, maybe visiting her grandparents or being shuttled from one divorced parent to the other. When the flight attendant comes by to take drink orders, I ask if I might have 2 of their little bottles of water. I'm a weightlifter and a pretty big guy. The attendant nods, then without missing a beat the kid gets a mischievous grin on her face and pipes up, "And I'll have 2 Cokes, please." The row behind her on the plane cracks up. The flight attendant glances back at me and quips, "See what you started?" The kid beams. The airline had sat her alone in the row. I guess I can understand why, but it's a long flight for a kid alone. She's singing a catchy little tune to herself, and so when the drinks are delivered I decide to make conversation, asking her what she's singing. "Oh, that," she says, clearly happy to have someone to talk to. "Well, Grandma's always surprised when I visit by plane. You know, how far you can come and how fast. I don't think they had many planes when she was little. I mean, seriously, they had a horse. Anyway, Grandma would tell me that she'd think of me from time to time and say to herself, 'I wonder where you are. I wonder where you are going.' Then she'd always add, 'Someplace important, I'm sure.' I made it into a song for us. I love my grandma. Right now I'm on my way to Grandma's house and I'm just singing that song to myself and thinking the same about her. I wonder where you are. I wonder where you are going. That's all." "Wow," I say, "that's really sweet. So, is it just you and Grandma, or is your mom or dad coming out later?" "Oh, everyone will be there and Mom's been out for 2 weeks already, making arrangements." "Arrangements? For Grandma's funeral." Boom. It was like being hit in the gut. In retrospect maybe I should have seen it coming. A huge frog takes up residence in my throat and I realize she's been singing, "I wonder where you are," about her grandma who's gone. Seeing my distress she reaches across the aisle to pat me on the arm. "Don't feel sad," she says. "Grandma lived a really long and happy life and at the end she was getting pretty tired." I just nod, unable to speak. We land and say our goodbyes as the stewardess hurries back to get her, a little girl with a brave smile waving goodbye to a 6 feet 4 inches, 259-pound brute trying desperately not to cry like, well, a little girl. Away she goes, full of life and courage, singing her little song. Sometimes when I see a family at the supermarket or ice cream stand I'll think of that kid and start humming her song. "I wonder where you are. I wonder where you're going. Some places are important, I'm sure."